the much-traveled Gambian American who's played all the way across Europe, started his career in Great Britain, in fact, playing in the second division there, and made some noise, and then went on over to Slovenia and a number of other European countries. This is his second stint in Lega A. Darius Thompson spent some time with the Raptors, and this team is really built to be successful. A lot of offensive talent, can really play up tempo. Nice mix of imports and experienced Italian players. And Brindisi, who were fun to watch last year, have got a much more consistent look about the roster. And I really do think the season bodes well for Happy Casa Brindisi, the happy house. And this is going to be a happy house, I think. There's the referees, Mr. Kledic, Mr. Michelidis, and Mr. Dimon from Slovenia, Lithuania, and France, respectively, take charge of the first game for Brindisi in this varied Basketball Champions League season. Sinan Güler, what a veteran, what a servant of Turkish basketball. Still averaging 10 points a game in one of the toughest leagues in Europe. Here's the starting lineup. Ryan Luther on the inside is going to have to take care of business and give a little bit of ring protection. Very potent backcourt with Gillen and Andrews. And Özlem Eloglu at the shooting guard spot is pouring in points for this lineup. Grant Jarrett completes the starting lineup, 27 points over Ostend for Coach Ernak's lineup. And there is no such thing as a lack of pressure on a head coach's job in the Turkish league. But that win over Ostend, and lately the performances have definitely picked up for Darussafaka. 2 and 5, as we say, full team from the league, and they're looking upwards. Starting lineup for Happy Casa Brindisi: D'Angelo Harrison and Darius Thompson will control things in the backcourt. Matteo Udom at the forward spot, James Bell and Nick Perkins. And again, it's a roster that's got real variation and a lot of ways and a lot of tools in the tool bag that Coach Francesco Vettucci can call upon. No Basketball Champions League game yet because of COVID issues, but as I say, 6-1 in one of the toughest leagues in Europe. Really does bode well. Brindisi didn't play in European competition till 2014, so in that 6 years they have come a long way. Last year in the Basketball Champions League, finished 7th place in Group D. Group D last year was tough, right up until the last 2 weekends of regular season play. Brindisi had a chance to qualify for the postseason, and came up short, the 5-9 record, losing the last 2 games, just let them down, but the aspiration is there. James Bell spent some time in the Greek A1 division with Prometheus. And this team is in its prime. Let's put it that way. A lot of guys in their mid-late 20s that have been around the block, are experienced in European basketball, know what it takes to win. So Brindisi, one of those teams that if they build some momentum, could be a real factor as the Basketball Champions League develops. No team sits 6-1 in Lega A without having talent. So that's going to be an exciting prospect to see how Brindisi can bring their game into the Basketball Champions League. So welcome to Brindisi, home team in the dark blue, and Darussafaka in the white. Get a first look at it in the half court. And Gillen will get things going. Andrew Andrews will move it back. Gillen off the high screen, looks to turn the corner, nowhere to go. Down screen, oh, nice little up fake. Nice pass to the inside, ball fake, great rotation, great scramble. Gillen off the, can't get it to go. And that's a great effort by Brindisi defensively. Darussafaka really couldn't do much more than that. Oh, great rotation. Chance to push. Andrews has it, mid-court foul, and I'm not sure how much attempt Bell made to steal it, but he's straight on, so it shouldn't really be anything more than just his standard foul. Gillen out top. Moves it on. Little pick and roll. Again, they get it deep. Little turnaround jump shot. Soft touch is good. And first points for Darussafaka. Extra pass. Both teams doing a great block. Tremendous rotation. And Jarrett gets a piece of it. Gillen in transition. Andrews has it. Doesn't like, now he drops it inside. There's Mioglu, puts it on the floor, nowhere to go, kicks it out. And this guy is hot. You come into a game averaging 16 and had 17 in your last Basketball Champions League game, because there's Mioglu, just fills it up for fun. The three to Ansar is good. And James Bell with the beautiful stroke. Great rhythm. And that's a team that is really happy with itself. Andrews off the down screen, takes the ball screen, gets to the foul line, opens up from down the middle. Nice finish for two. Drops it inside, no good. Great work on the offensive glass. And the putback is good for two. Gillen off the high screen. Breaks the defense down and kicks. The open three is gone. It is way short. And Jarrett can't get it to drop. Brindisi. Harrison is fouled as he penetrated. Good early push. There's Mioglu. Picks up the personal. Off the glass for two is good. Thompson with a nice finish. Opens his own account. Ties it at 7. Here's Mioglu. Gillen picks up the offensive rebound. The short jumper is no good. Defensive rebound pulled in. And Thompson will take it over the halfway line, breaks it down. Well, the decision to pass was excellent. The cut was great, the pass was poor. But Brindisi somehow get the ball back. Oh, the defense goes to sleep as the inbounder gets the 2. Mioglu. Andrews puts it on the floor, breaks the defense down, gets to the right side, gets a bump. No call. Thompson pushes off the glass, can't get that to go either. Well, both teams would want to forget the last 30 seconds. It's a beautiful execution. When Bell was the guy who gets the contact, the change of passing angle was excellent. They change the angle, goes inside. And James Bell holds his spot, releases to the ring, throw it out in front of him. And Brindisi will have it on the end line. Well, it's another 2 out of bounds. And Thompson, again, is the recipient. And after the nice start, Darussafaka defensively are really struggling to contain Brindisi. Nice play on the catch, great block, chance to run. Numbers down the floor here for Brindisi, inside, outside. They don't like what they have, so they recycle it. Harrison has it, nice pass, easy two. And Thompson, with his 6th point, is the beneficiary of the really super penetration and feed. And Darussafaka broken down again on the ball. The movement away from the ball is excellent from Brindisi. And Coach Urnak has some talking to do.
Every dribble, they're putting Harrison or him, they're just there, we're moving, pass, layup, pass, something, pass, foul. So we cannot guard them even one dribble, then it's not going to be possible. They got 90 points per game, this is what you have to take down. And on offense, you're two in a rush. You're not taking what the defense is giving you, then you're trying to force these faraway shots. Come on. Let's go. 23. Let's go. 23.
Sinan Gulas checks in, and we'll have the basketball. Interesting timeout. Just reminding him of their defensive responsibilities. Offensively, he was a little concerned because they have options. They turn those options down, and then they'll force it. Again, the rotation defensively, Brindisi's is excellent. Spin to the left hand, off the glass is good. And Perkins gets his first 2 of the night. Andrews. Buford on the lift, gets the 2. Nice penetration, really attacked the closeout. William Bruford ticks it over. And Darussafaka needed those. To the corner. Yeah, and they just attack the closeout. The 2's no good. Defensive rebound is not secured. And Brindisi will get another go. Harrison will move it on. Extra pass was just crying out to be made. In the end, they get the offensive foul. Just move the basketball. It's got to be the instruction. Luther puts his body on the line for Darussafaka as Mattia Udom charges. Andrews off the high screen. Finds himself in the lane, foul from behind. Andrews just creates space where there's no space. Jarrett's going to go to the free throw line. So Brindisi have the 4-point lead and the basketball. Little give and go, and just breaks the defense down again. Their movement of the ball is excellent. Gooder in transition, comes off the screen, gets in the lane. Both teams moving so well off it. Andrew Andrews has it outside. Goes to the right, gets in the lane. Looks at the referee and says, no call. And you've got to say there's a lot of contact on this. Now, who initiates it is the debate, both in the air. And there's, I think that's called letting him play. D'Angelo Harrison definitely put some body on Andrew Andrews. No call. Andrews out top, takes the ball screen. Garrett will try and roll, but is held. And Jarrett is a handful. Just gets caught up a little with Ricardo Visconti. Gula. Will give and go. Penetration to the inside. They have to take the tough one. That's another great defensive series by Brindisi. Ryan Luther really forced to take the tough one deep on the shot clock, and Brindisi's defense has been exceptional. Backs out, drops inside, turns it over. 4-on-1 break. Pick the right pass. And on the runway for the throwdown is Darius Thompson. Thompson with 8 personal. Swede on the one-legged step back. And Buford looking good early here. Whistle on the play. And Harrison this time will go to the free throw line. Breaks the defense down, gets some contact. He'll be disappointed not to finish the play. D'Angelo Harrison goes 2 for 2, and Brindisi tick it over with 1:55 to go in the first quarter. They have a 19-13 advantage. Andrew Andrews yet to really get going. Again, the defensive effort by Brindisi is just exceptional. Just switched into the lane. And Coach Bertucci's got to be a happy man at the moment. Gulish goes with the left hand, has to kick it off. Andrews in the corner, just buries the three. straight back at you though. And Brindisi can't get the finish, and one. They just are relentless. Rafael Gaspado is going to pick up the offensive rebound, draws the contact, and we'll go to the free throw line. Burke, Demir, Demir checks in. Luther will sit. Meanwhile, back on the free throw line, Rafael Gaspado completes the three-point play and extends Brindisi's advantage to 6. Just over 1:20. And Gulish has it. Quick release, and it's no good. And Buford can't get that one to go, and Brindisi are at the races again. Early screen in transition, straight down the middle. Can't complete the play, coming the other way. 4-on-3 break, and they just clear out. Andrews off the glass, he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. And Andrew Andrews was never giving that up. Nick Perkins sit, Usman Kubali checks in. Sinan Gulash now 37 years old, the veteran. Still, as I say, averaging 10 points a game in the Turkish league. Andrews, 2 for 2 from the line. The one thing Andrew Andrews knows what to do is put the ball through the hoop. 7 points personal. And Brindisi are just straight back at you. Even after made 3 throws, Gasparo just gets to the ring. And their work when it comes to turning offense into defense. Point of transition is just exceptional. Buford, little pick and pop action is no good. Harrison gets it off. And again, transition basketball. They do not want to pull it out at all. 27-18. And just Conte with a 3. Gula has it. Has a matchup he likes, gets inside, he's fouled as he went with the left hand. He will go to the free throw line. Gula was 2 for 2. And the half-court trap easily beat him. Brindisi will back it out. Last 6 seconds of what's been an exceptional first quarter for the Italians. The long three, there's a foul. Spardo goes to the free throw line. That's just a huge mental breakdown. Sorry, it's Darius Thompson on the free throw line. makes the first. This could give them the 10-point lead going into the end of the first quarter. Two from two. Three for three, and that'll do it for the end of the first quarter. And Brindisi have been exceptional. Transition basketball at its best for the Italian club. They lead this one at the end of the first quarter, 30 to 20. And Darussafaka played well. Decent percentages on their 20 points, but they have got to get back, and they have got to force Brindisi to play some half-court basketball. Have a look at the statistics. Brindisi haven't missed a three. They've only taken two, but they haven't missed a three. 57% from the two-point line. And Darussafaka's numbers aren't bad. And they started the game pretty well, Darussafaka. Got going early. Carrot down low was a real handful. It's a soft roll with that soft touch. But Brindisi were always the aggressor. Thompson turns the corner and looks. And they get the lift and the three. The trouble for Darussafaka is they just could not stop Brindisi. Mental breakdowns have all contributed to the conceding of 30 points. It's too easy on the backdoor cut. And they commit to the break. Thompson with the soft throwdown. And that's all conspired to give them the 10-point lead as we're about to start the second quarter. Visconti will inbound. Brindisi will get a first look at it. Again, they just attacked the closeout. And at this point in time, Darussafaka have not found no way of controlling the penetration. That's just a catch, rip through and go. And Bruford's angle on the closeout just invited the penetration. And at the moment, no one in the blue uniform is going to need a second invitation. Visconti knocks down the first. He goes 2 for 2 from the line. Andrews out top. Goes inside on the roll, and again the rotation is just excellent. Just rotated down the line of the ball. Visconti moves it on. Body goes up. Can't get the finish away. Too much traffic, too much body. Hit the second side. Andrews wide open for three. Count those. And Darussafaka get a little transition basketball of their own. Nice ball movement to find Andrews wide open. Zanelli in the half court turns it over. Andrews settles it down. Darussafaka having one of their better phases of the game so far. Andrews turns down the screen. Throws it out to Gula for three. And that is a career of picking and popping for Sinan Gula. He makes the three. Timeout Brindisi, superstar to this second quarter by Darussafaka. Underlined by Gula's three. And that play, he must have run 1,000, 1,000,000 times, whatever the digit is. Let's take a listen to this Brindisi timeout.
it's Darius first. So what they're doing? They're increasing their aggressiveness, slapping. Okay, so be ready for that. Be ready to answer. We backdoor. We going to the basket aggressively to the ring. No outside that. Rafa. The corner gotta be ready. When they move to half, they move always from the corner. Who cut? So that's an easy pass. And stop, guys. Don't go for a layup. For a layup, you lose balance. They are hitting you. They're pushing you, and you lose balance. And transition defense. Do it. They run shoulder. Let's go. Anybody go shoulder? Nobody go shoulder, huh?
So Brindisi, as you'd always want to do after the timeout, come down the floor, run what you want to run, get what you want to get. But Darussafaka extend the defense, making it very hard in the half court. Dante penetrates, going off the glass for two, doesn't get the roll. Offensive rebound by Kubali. He kicks it out. The open three is short. They're all over the glass, Brindisi. Nice pass off the cut for the easy two. Great effort on the glass. Great cut by Visconti. And a 34-26 margin. All right, the extra pass. They turned down the open look. 5 on the possession. Right at the bottom of the clock. Can't get it away. Oh, Zanelli again making things happen. That's a double-digit lead now. And they're going to need all of Gula's experience. Takes the second screen, looks to turn the corner, can't. Going to have to, oh, nice pass. Super cut, super finish. And Demir gets the two. Zanelli advances it for Brindisi. Conti outside, we'll move it on. Then he breaks it, turns it over. Gula off the glass for two with the acrobatic and pretty looking layup. But they're just straight back at you. Visconti goes off the glass, can't get it to go. And Gula just takes a little bit of air out the basketball. Fires up the three, is no good. Defensive rebound belongs to Kubali. And the rebound was easy because the box out was good. And DC just losing a little rhythm here, but no damage really done. Zanelli in the half court. It's in the keyway and kicks. And again, the lack of movement away from the ball is the undoing. Andrew Andrews tries to turn the corner, steps back for the three, is long. Kubali can't control it, but the rest of his teammates can. Open three on the end of the break is good. James Bell's got his name on that spot. Andrews backs it out. Got it by Kubali. Andrews drops it inside. Reverse layup is really sweet. Another turnover, and Darussafaka have really stepped it up defensively. 4-on-2 break. They're going to call that a blocking foul. Zanelli tried to take one for the team. Ryan Luther on the free-throw line. And Luther will sit after making the 2 free throws, replaced by Jarrett. Zone press, not necessarily looking to steal the ball, but take some steam out of the performance, trying to slow down Brindisi, but the 3 is just sweet. Absolutely sweet. As Bell knocks down another 3. Puts the margin back out to a 8-point game. Darussafaka take the timeout.
Middle drive, middle drive, middle drive, kick, no contest. What do you want to do? Pick up man to man when we come back. Okay. Now. Berk, you put the ball in. You'll be here. Okay, outside of the zone. Andrew, that's you. Doğuş, that's you. 2 screens. Come just to the far end. Try to lob it to him. If this doesn't happen, set 1 more screen for Andrew. Andrew comes for the tip-in. We'll throw the ball, you'll tip-in. First set the screen, then turn back. You be here. Run over here. Just pull that guy out. Rebound after that. Man to man when we go back.
.5, they've got to catch and shoot. Well, they threw it over the ring. They can't get it to go. They manufactured a shot. Kubali comes down with a rebound. Flanelli to the corner. Oh, again, the discipline defensively, you've got to admire the fact that the easiest thing for Darussafaka to have done would have been to have dived to help. There was no need to. It was under control. Into the half court. Still an 8-point game. There's Demoglu. Still has it. Turns the corner in the lane. Takes the tough one. Gets blocked. Kubali gets a piece of it. D'Angelo Harrison not happy with the foul. They're going to call it unsportsmanlike quite rightly. That's just a crazy foul by Dora. Just ran straight into it. Kubali sits. I think the referees are discussing how bad the foul was. It's they're going to have a look. Let's take a listen.
Hi. Can we check the last foul? It's called unsportsmanlike, to check if we can downgrade to normal foul or upgrade also. Yeah, so we have non-muscular movement. We can go with an unsportsmanlike. So we stay. Okay, thank you very much.
Well, the foul has to stay unsportsmanlike. I think they were talking about potentially upgrading it to potential disqualification, perhaps, but I think the sense has prevailed, and it's an unsportsmanlike foul. Chance to make this a double-digit lead with the basketball. Harrison makes the first. And the second. So we have a 10-point game, 3:40 to go in the half. 44 points Brindisi have already scored. Oh, just about beat the pressure in the 5 count. Zanelli has it. Penetration to the baseline. Espardo inside out. Have to take the tough one. Andrews gets a piece of it. And Darussafaka have a chance to reduce the margin. They clear Andrews out to this side of the floor. Gula tries to turn the corner. That's why he wanted him where he was, but he couldn't get the help to commit. Defensive discipline by Brindisi. He just would not commit to the help, and they didn't need to. And Gula didn't get the pass that he wanted. Espardo will sit. Udom steps back in. They go to the long side. Got to put it up. Mid-range 2 on a lean back is good. And Andrews knows where the basket is. Let's just put it that way. Finds ways to score, finds ways to hurt you. He goes on to 12 points personal out of the 36. Even my maths can work out that's a third of their points. The long 3 is no good. Defensive rebound pulled in. Andrews has a chance to run. A little bit of soccer. And Gula again looking to push to get Darussafaka. Just picking up their intensity, picking up their tempo. Andrews is going to sit. Jarrett checks back in. Oh, it just opened up. It can't complete the layup. Brindisi dodge a bullet. Straight down the middle. Good challenge in the end by Perkins, but released it off the first step. Can't get it to go. There's Harrison. Gula turns down the Garrett screen, finds his way to the ring for 2. Off the glass, 2. Gula into the half court. Again, a lot of dribble. Didn't turn the defense. No one has to help. And Brindisi's defense again looks so solid. They lead this one 46-38. Just over a minute to go in what's been a dominant performance by them, especially at the defensive end. They've given up 38 points, but it's a high-scoring game. Not a lot of half-court slow-down offense. There's Demioglu. Goes down low, inside out, goes back in. Doesn't reposition. Standing still. Now he's got to do it the hard way. Puts it on the floor, tries to create an angle, goes up. Great defensive effort. Tremendous work on the glass. They can't complete. Great follow. What persistence. But sooner rather than later, they come down with it, Brindisi, and a chance to increase the margin and get it back to double digits. Nice pass. Whistle on the play. Perkins found a nice hole. The pass had to be right on the money, and it was. And Perkins will be disappointed he didn't go through that traffic. Gula picks up the personal. Andrew Andrews will check in for Demioglu. Perkins with a chance to get it back to double digits, which he does. The Darussafaka have 11, just over, to get something they need. Gula feels a little bit of pressure, needs to get it over, turns it over, and they just throw it straight back. 0.2 of a second to run. So the first half is pretty much done, and Brindisi are good value for this 48-38 advantage. So that will do it for the first half. And after a positive start, Darussafaka have just about managed to hang in here. Brindisi defense has been out of the top draw, and that leaves them at the half with a very healthy 48-38 advantage as the table officials get into their procedures. Here's confirmation. Happy Casa Brindisi at home with a 48-38 advantage over Darussafaka Tekfen. And they are worth a 10-point lead. Statistically, 52-50 against 45-33, which is not bad for Darussafaka with 38 points, but when you're shooting 14 from the free throw line, you're making 50% of your shots from the field, you are going to take some beating. 19 rebounds, 4 of which offensive for Brindisi. Assists are okay too. More scoring on that Brindisi lineup across the roster. Thompson has a really nice 11 with Bell's 9. Have been very, very productive. So we're going to show you now some best plays of that first half when Darussafaka started the game so well, but Brindisi just went to work. At the offensive end, they were just exceptional. This is where they started to break the game open, and they moved out to a 48-38 lead at the half. So contributions across the roster. Zanelli pulling the strings. And as we said, they're in a nice rhythm, in spite of their enforced break. Well, Andrew Andrews, we talked about him a lot before the game. Came into this game averaging 17 points a game in the Turkish league, had 20 points in the win over Ostend, and he's on course for another 20-point game. He has 12 on 2 from 3 and 2 for 5 from 2. So, Darius Thompson, 11 points on 4 from 7, 3 from 3 from the free throw line. Really did set the tone. Just heads up play, ran the floor well, distributed the ball incredibly well, and then still leads the scorers with 11 points personal, Darius Thompson. And one of the reasons that Happy Casa Brindisi have the advantage and are very much in the ascendancy here at home. Darussafaka have a number of players who can light it up. So we'll be interested to see if they can establish a way of playing that's going to get them back in this. But we're going to leave you now. We're going to take a short break. We'll leave you with some of the best plays of the regular season so far. We'll see you shortly for the second half.
So it's Martin Krisch, and then the dunk from Loom. How did it go? Power finish from him.
The ball screen, hard show again, forces him the other way, inside, tough one off the glass, just swatted away. Just waits, swats that away.
Floor at the moment, and players coming off the bench. McGee spins, another tough shot, but he gets it to go. Tyrus McGee.
It's rejected. He'll keep it alive, trying to find something. Throws it out, but it's tipped by Clyburn.
Well, if you like your basketball up and down, you're going to enjoy this one. Great pass. Super pass. Shinsky is just pulling the strings here.
Again on his way to the basket. Here comes Lowry to Clyburn. Gets up high. Clyburn moves to 13 points then.
Nice back cut. And McGee! Harris with the throwdown. CJ Harris.
Here comes Blakes. Crosses over. Wraps it around. Great find. And the easy score for McAnuh. Chance to run once more. Chassong wasn't looking. Goes behind the back. Johnson throws it down. Sharon Johnson, first points of the night for him.
Should as well for three. Back to Langford. Step back is good for three, and Langford is unconscious from behind the arc.
Welcome back to Brindisi. Both teams in the huddle prior to the start of this second half. And what a first half it was for Brindisi. Really established control. And the points in transition were exceptional. They were so good at getting out on the break. Only says 9 first fast break points in that period, but points in transition overall, much more than that for Brindisi. So Darussafaka have got to find a way of controlling Brindisi, get them into the second part of the shot clock, get them into late shot clock, force them to make plays and not get what they want early. And that's just the process then of working your way back into the game. They have the firepower themselves. They've scored 38 points in that first half at reasonable percentages. So it has to be a defensive effort that'll get Darussafaka back in this game. Don't forget, they won their opening game at home against Ostend. Ostend beat Burgos yesterday in this group, so Brindisi would join every other team in the group with the one win, except for Burgos, because Burgos have only played one game as well. But that's 20 minutes away, and Darussafaka will have a lot to say about that before this night is out. Luther will move the ball on. Andrews, little pick and pop action. Jarrett hands it off. Penetrates, turns it over, quick release, easy 2 on the way. And that's deja vu. Great defensive effort, really well produced and prepared defensively. They come up with a steal, get the easy 2, and start the half just how they'd like to. Luther will hand off. The 3 is away quickly, but short. Jarrett clears up and gets the 2. In rhythm, release for 3 is no good. Chance for good with a pick and run. We'll get the early screen. Luther will slip it. And he'll take the second screen. Jarrett will screen, looks to roll, gets deep. Now Jarrett gets a touch. Turnaround jump shot is no good, and pretty much settled for the jump shot. Really getting in rhythm. Kojonak still really searching for a lineup that's going to get him going in this game. They're hanging in there. They're only down 10. They play pretty well, but they just need a lineup that's going to spark them. That's the way to get your thing started. And it's the veteran. Gouda goes up, gets the 2. Great protection of the basketball, goes to the far side of the ring. And nothing sparks you like the defensive steal. Harrison takes the ball screen. No, he doesn't. Gets in the lane and Andrews wants the hooking foul, but I don't think he's going to get it. Well, you can see why he wanted the hooking foul. Here's the Gouda steal. Use the ring to protect. Taking away the chance for the block. And Brindisi will have it on the sideline. Well, just about recovered. Well, whistle on the play is with 1.1 second to go. Gaspardo took it to the ring strong. Garrett with a foul, and make him make the shot. Don't foul him there. End line possession. Perkins draws the foul. It's a great recovery by Gula. Gets another piece of the basketball, and it's his effort that really has turned this around. Really making a statement, Gula, with his defense here. Gets a piece of it, recovers, comes up with it. And somehow they're going to manufacture this out of bounds and it'll go back to Brindisi. Wide open, great execution out of bounds, and just buries the three. Thompson with all day to get his feet set. Luther moves it on. Andrews takes the ball screen, looks at his options, skips it. Gula has it, thinks about the three, puts it on the floor, and kicks wide open. Andrews for three is no good. Great work on the glass. It's a battle underneath. Chance to run here, numbers down the floor, deflection, and turns straight back the other way. They can't take advantage, but offensive rebound finds Andrews again, gets his feet set, and this time knocks it down. Always reward the hard work. Great effort on the glass, and Andrews underlines how important effort is. It's messy, it's scrappy off the glass for two. And Perkins is going to be the beneficiary. He'll go to the free throw line. It's just a battle. It's not the prettiest game of basketball at the moment. Perkins is 1 on 4 on the glass, somehow. He comes up with it, goes up strong. Completes the three-point play. Andrews will advance the basketball into the half court. 11-point margin, Brindisi. Gula out top, takes the ball screen, gets his feet set. No, great rotation defensively. They find Luther on the ball. Reversal, and he throws it down on the baseline. Ball movement was exceptional. Perkins gets underneath the hoop, he is fouled with the contact. That's where you have to rely on your help. We're going to look at it the other way. Well, Perkins has started this second half in an exceptional way. Gula has it. weave action, gets Andrews the basketball. Again, Brindisi's defense is accepted. They break down on the help, though. And Gula gets another 2. That's excellent recognition. And they're just straight back at you. That's another easy 2 after Darussafaka scored at the other end. Defensive transition on a make is not normally an issue, but against Brindisi, absolutely is. Andrews will back it out, takes the high screen, doesn't attack, now he does. Again, they draw the traffic. The open 3 is deep. It's a long 3. Great work on the glass. And Gula almost single-handedly, we talked about who was going to be the spark, who was going to lift this team emotionally. And it's the 37-year-old vet, although he turns it over. Chance to run, and Brindisi have numbers down the floor again. 5 on 3, but they're going to come up empty. Frustration. There's Darussafaka hanging around here. It's a 9-point game. Substitutions coming in. Udom sits. Whereas Sinan Gula never looks like he's going to sit. The veteran trying to pace his team back into this one. Andrews has it. Well, yet another unopposed layup going the other way. Thompson just took off down the runway, gets the throw down, and with 4 to go in the third, somehow Darussafaka are still in this because they keep giving up. Points in transition like this. No one's back, no one's home. Thompson flushes, and it's another 2 unopposed. And Darussafaka cannot get over the 10, 11-point hump. They trail by 11, 3:50 to go. Andrews breaks it down, his foul will go to the free throw line. Uses his body so well. Gets the contact he wants. Substitutions coming in off the Darussafaka bench. Andrew Andrews on the 3-throw line. Never even considered missing, did he? Just steps up his process, his procedure, lines it up, knocks it down. Now we're back to a single-digit game, and they just will not go away. Another turnover. Both teams have been so guilty. They've just been a little sloppy. Passes from the outside, one outside third to the other outside third of the court are always dangerous, are always asking for an active defense to steal it. (13 and 9 respectively turnovers at the moment. Could have been worse. Andrews needs a pass, finds one. The open 3 from the corner is no good. And there's a whistle on the play. Ball will go back to Brindisi. Into the half court. Perkins trying to go to work. Spins to the baseline. The turnaround of the jumper is no good. Defensive rebound, chance to run, and that man Gula again leads the break. And will hand off. Andrews tries to get to the middle, kicks it. The quick release on the three is no good. And Gula's just everywhere. Just mark it down. He's 37 years old. He's on the offensive glass. He's playing the point spot at the moment for Darussafaka. He's almost single-handedly trying to drag them back into this game. What an example. Tremendous. Sinan Gula. End line possession. Oh, they almost got it on the first curl. The open three is good. And here they come. Darussafaka with 2:49 to go in the third. Close it to a 6-point game. Luther goes to 7 personal. The step back to answer is no good. Defensive rebound is pulled in by Demir. And here comes Sinan Gula. Turns the corner on a stagger. Got a matchup he should be able to exploit as Perkins has switched to him. Gula penetrates, tries to step through, drops it inside. And there's the 2. And we've got a 4-point game, and all of a sudden, on the back of the Eseloglu 2, Darussafaka right back in this. They trail by 4, timeout to Brindisi.
And we're at the close guys stand. Okay, because they're trying to go here and then they pass the ball or whatever. So we gotta be more packed. And be ready to play zone. Okay, a couple of possession man to man. They keep scoring, we change the zone.
They're not scoring on our set shit like that.
Nick, when you catch the ball here, they jump into zone. Okay, so I want to see Rafa, wherever you are, be ready to cut and shoot at available. So you make one dribble and pass the ball out for the shot. We play for down.
Hey, one side. One side. One side.
Just one of those timeouts to try and break the rhythm that Darussafaka almost getting into. Always a big possession after the timeout. You really do want to make sure you execute, make sure you get something you want. Nice pass, Perkins with a throwdown for 2. And the help was absent without lead. Just no help or rotation. Gula, 13 points personal for Perkins on the back of that 2. Gula gets his feet set, fires up the 3, and just knocks it down. Must have towed the line for 2. So roll back those years. In fact, it was a 3. Great rebound. That's a super, super rebound. Complete miss on the box out. James Bell back to the free throw line. Bali checks in for Brindisi. Perkins steps out. Big performance by Perkins. Huge performance by Perkins. Darussafaka and coach Irinaka put themselves back in this now. 1:28 to go in the third. Trail 5 with this free throw to come. Make that 6. But they're over that hump of being around double digits. And largely down to this man. Sinan Gula gets his club into the half court. Gula penetrates, gets to the lane, tries to drop it off for the easy 2 and does. And Demir again great movement without the basketball. 4-point game. And if there was a crowd, it's starting to be a little worried right now. They go upstairs. Kubali can't hold on. He's fouled as Andrews tried to recover. Kubali beyond the defense. Nice look, almost a good find. Last minute of the third. Kubali on the free throw line. It's way short. Shooting 70% from the free throw line in Liga A this year so far. It goes 0 for 2. That's a great chase down. Oh, Andrews slipped on the vinyl. Gets it over the half. High screen, looking to use as much of this possession as possible. About a 2-second differential. Whistle on the play. Conte, 5 seconds left on the possession, puts it on the floor. Zanelli on the free throw line as Darussafaka are in the penalty. Ricardo Visconti joins. All of a sudden, Brindisi are in a game here. That makes it a 2-point margin. 7.4 to go in the third.
Hey, can you show us the last situation, please? Normal foul was called to see if we can upgrade it or not.
No way at all he has the opportunity to get the ball. Let's see what the referee says.
We tried to the ball because he was not even close to the ball.
This is, you know, step side left, normal basketball play, through the end.
Look, normal basketball plays, so we shouldn't upgrade. It's not decisive to upgrade. Okay, so we stay with the normal.
Stay with the foul, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Brindisi not in the penalty, so it'll be an end-line possession. Or a sideline possession. With 1.8 on the clock, got to catch and shoot it. Gula goes to the baseline, gets his feet set, strokes it, hits nothing. But Sinan Gula has inspired Darussafaka to get back into this. They only trail 3 at the end of the third quarter. And Gula almost single-handedly just sparked his whole team. Tremendous performance by the veteran. Here's confirmation, 68-65 at the end of 3. Happy Casa Brindisi are up, but they are far from in control. Fourth quarter set up really nicely. Statistically, Brindisi still 53-42, 55-37 for Darussafaka. This is going to go down to the wire. Both teams shooting the free throw well. Let's take a look at the best plays of that third quarter. Well, as you can see, these plays really were a great example for Darussafaka coming back. Gula was the inspiration early in the third, and his team just maintained that momentum. They've put themselves in a position here, got a great chance of the road win. And as we've said consistently since the start of this Basketball Champions League regular season, 14 groups. It's so important to win at home. So, 10 minutes away, the Brindisi get the first win in their first game of the regular season. Oh, will Darussafaka come back here and go 2-0, which would be a great start for them in this Group H. And there's a lot of intensity on the floor defensively at the moment. Conti goes up, is blocked unceremoniously. Gula gives it up, chance to run here. Early pick. Well, the drop doesn't go their way. Kubali comes down with it. And there's going to be a foul on the play. As Erdemioglu just hung around too long. And just wants a little bit too much of it. Brindisi into the half court. Zanelli gets them moving. Visconti moves it on. The long three is no good. Chance to run the other way. Again, they're in the passing lane, Brindisi. That surely can't be a reset. Gula in the lane, needs a pass. And only succeeding in trying to throw it to the cameraman under the basket. Visconti outside, moves it on, Zanelli. Barley wants it on the inside, doesn't get a look. Visconti lets it go and drops the three. Well, we said right at the top of the game, they've got a great combination between some homegrown talent. And Zanelli goes to 7 personal, first 3 of the night. Gula gets it off, Bruford with the 3, strokes it. Answers automatically with 3 of his own. Zanelli finds Visconti off the down screen. Kubali in the post, spins, drops it outside. And the violation gives Darussafaka the chance to tie this. Zanelli's going to be charged with the travel. There's the play before when Zanelli just let it go in rhythm. 7:20 in the ball game to go. Sinan Güler, who's just got a great engine. Buford on the curl, extra pass, the open three is no good. And there's the mid-court foul. Güler just taking one for the team as Harrison pushed. Spins to the baseline. Harrison can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, he's blocked. And Darussafaka has just stepped it up. Defensively, they are just making a statement. Kochernak with the same poker face look that he had in the first quarter. His team now has responded to whatever it's being challenged to do. Well, Güler has to sit. At some point, he was going to have to take us some time on the bench. D'Angelo Harrison sits for Brindisi. Stroked it from the corner. This Conte adds to the three from his Italian backcourt partner. Zanelli, the possession before. 6-point game. Off the glass for two is good. And Özdemir showing why his stock is rising. And while it may be a little soft, the problem there is it's going to mean they're in the penalty. Bell will inbound. They got a piece, great work. Tremendous effort. Demioglu, whistle on the play. And it's got to be at the defensive end that you get the spark you need. And there's Demioglu. Inside out. Bruford. William Bruford on the free throw line, rewarded for the work rate. Chance to make this a 2-point game. And for a while it looked like Brindisi was going to run away with this. Makes the second. Single possession game. Inside, outside. They don't really move the ball, they get a little static. The tough three is taken, it's way off, defensive rebound. Nice find off the penetration, the open three is short. Kubali around the ring, does what Kubali does, cleans up the mess. Andrews makes the first. Still 5 minutes to go in this one. Andrews goes to 22 points personal. Another great night at the office for Andrews. Darussafaka extend the defense. They're going to have to switch that screen. A little hesitation in the lane, and the kick, the extra pass, wide open for the three is buried. James Bell with time and rhythm just strokes the three. Andrews will take the ball screen, looks to turn the corner, gets into the keyway, is fouled. That'll be Brindisi's third team foul. Stole it again, and Darussafaka, when they've got chances, just keep making those crucial mistakes out of nothing. Turnover on the sideline possession. Visconti again's the man coming up with the play. And there's the Mioglu, not happy. This Conti will shoot the free throws. Conti's been excellent this evening. "13 points in his 22 minutes, 2 rebounds and an assist. 2 for 2 from the line, and it's back out to a 7-point game. They've got a little breathing space now, but Guler's back in, so still so much to play for. Staggered screen for Andrews, gets it on the way through. Will take the ball screen, steps back, takes the tough three, is no good. Ball bouncing around, who's coming up with that? It's a battle in there. Perkins gets a piece, everyone gets after it. And the ball will stay with Darussafaka. Let's take a listen to the timeout.
And then you set one more screen for Berg. If he doesn't have it, Andrew doesn't have it, Berg will come out. Okay, you understand it? After that, I want you to set up for 2 press. 2 press, force to the middle, jump switch, come back, to man to man. 21, 21. 2 press and 1.
So the out of bounds takes on such a significance here. They really knew the need to get the score because he wants to get to press. And that really would give momentum going into the end of this game. So they need a good shot. They'd love to make the shot, and then they're going to come out and press. They have to go long. Luther was the release. Andrews has it. It's the ball screen, little space. Now goes to work, steps back for the long two, is no good. Ball is corralled in, and Zanelli has it. Visconti comes high, strokes the three, is fouled. And Gula is going to plead his case to the official, but I don't think he's going to get a listen to. And if it's happened in a positive way for Brindisi in the last 2-3 minutes, most of that has been around Riccardo Visconti. Fouled in the act of, on the free-throw line with 3 shots. Chance to make this a double-digit game, which it won't be right now, but 2 minutes ago when it was a 1-point game, Darussafaka must have felt they had real opportunity here to get the win on the road. Still there for them, 3:30 to go. Visconti just composes himself, does what he's done thousands and thousands and thousands of times in the gym, makes the second of the free throws. Chance to make this a 3-possession game. Which he does. .330 to go, back to a 10-point game. Darussafaka got to do it all again. Buford's going to hand it off. Andrews. Buford, the little runner, is no good. Ball comes off Buford on the offensive rebound. And Brindisi again, the zone trap. Oh, nice cut. Just wait for the trap, set into the seam. And they're supposed to be back to man, as you heard in the timeout. They go upstairs, they can't handle it. So Darussafaka will take the timeout. And time's running out.
Listen, we want to give and they are in bonus. So make them work. Okay, they want to accelerate the rhythm. If they stand in the zone, we need one in the middle. Okay, James did good to go in the middle here, and we gotta go into shorts pretty quick. Okay, pretty quick, like this, into shorts. No problem. Yeah. So if they stand here, one man gonna be in the middle, okay, to release the pressure right away. Okay, throw the ball out and play. If you have a good open shot, take it. If not, make the clock work and make them work. They are in bonus, huh? Be smart, into shorts, huh? On defense, trade. If they attack like this, Nick stay high and switch in 2. Don't involve everybody else, all right? Here, so we gotta stop it. Yeah. Stay one step higher. Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3. You got it.
Well, they've done it once before in this game. They've come back from double digits. But now they've got to do it with the clock as the enemy as well. Coach Vitucci's been on top of most things so far this evening. He's just got to see out this game. 2:50 to go, 10-point margin. They take the early 3. Buford just buries it. He's got such a sweet release. They answer with 3 of their own, and it's just sweet as you like. And why wouldn't Visconti knocked down another three. Visconti goes on to 18 points personal. Both teams now in the penalty. Three is no good from Luther. And now Brindisi will try and manage out these last 2 minutes. Down the open up three is no good. And the ball will go back and stay with Brindisi. Luther sits. Still a 10-point game, just over 2 to go. And Brindisi, you'd think here would try and sit on this 10-point advantage. Chance to run here. Gula almost forgets the ball. Thompson. And Darussafaka have got to get after it here. 1:20 to go. Thompson gets it off. The three is no good. Corralled in. Grant Jarrett with defensive rebound as Gula again. Inside, outside, another turnover. Count that. Again, they've just beaten the opponent down the floor, 89-77. Running the floor, getting into gaps, getting beyond the defense. And then you've got to have a guard like Thompson who's going to find you. Great example. Completes the three-point play. 90-77. Andrews is fouled on the way through. Andrews makes the second. Not that Darussafaka are going to be at that point, at this point in time, but they'd love to make this, if they're going to lose, they'd love to lose single digits. Because this group may well go down to points difference, may well go down to all sorts of calculators. Brindisi will be aware of that too, and will want to keep the margin big. Perkins is going to be charged with the personal and will walk the length of the floor with 32 seconds to go. Darussafaka can get it to a 9-point game, make it a 3-possession game. Stranger things have happened in this game. But Andrews has to make the throws first. And he drops the second to a 9-point game. Just about recovered that one. There you see the clash. You never want to say it looks all right, he's going to get up, because it looked like he may have banged his head on his way down. And so therefore you have to just err on the side of caution. Brindisi almost home and hosed here. But the concern, as always, is for their health. What you really want to see now is the player getting up. And that's exactly the outcome. We've got the outcome we wanted to have. And Demi looking a little gingerly as he walks off. Just went for the steal, couldn't come up with it. Salim Troy Sav checks in for the last 21.7, I think we're at now. So Brindisi. Yeah, I think we're going to walk this one off now. There's not enough time not to shoot it. And it'll take a tough one from the corner, which is no good. To keep it alive. Visconti, and how fitting is that? Riccardo Visconti knocks down the three to give his team the 12-point lead and the 11-point margin. And how important will that basket be come the end of the regular season? But in 20 minutes of basketball, Visconti has 20 points and was a crucial part in what was, in the end, a comfortable win by Happy Casa Brindisi. The last time this club lost was the 27th of September in Venice. Their first Basketball Champions League game ends in a 92-81 victory. Visconti was superb. The 22-year-old, 197 guard was a major factor in that. 50% and 48% from three. They shot the ball pretty well. Darussafaka weren't bad themselves, 49% and 38. Brindisi just controlled the glass at 36-26, 16 assists. Overall, a tremendous performance. We said there was balance between the homegrown Italian player and the import player, and everyone knows their role on this team. Visconti led scorers to the Brindisi. Andrews led scorers for the game with 26. Thompson was good, started well and finished well. Bell really does complement this team. Buford doesn't do enough at the moment for Darussafaka. He is very talented at that spot, and they really do need him to step up. And he is more than capable. Well, in the second half, Darussafaka really did give themselves a shot at this. Everything seemed normal as Zanelli knocked down the three early. But this man, Sinan Gula, whether it be with the pass or with the points or with his defense, really did ignite. But the key for Brindisi was they kept doing what Brindisi had done the whole game. They kept pushing whenever they had the chance to push in transition. They spaced the floor really well. And the extra pass was a crucial factor for the whole of the evening. Darussafaka with the one win already against Ostend, and the way that they just hung around here could be a factor in this group. Struggling at home in Turkey, perhaps, but tonight Brindisi had to be very good to beat them. Visconti had to have an exceptional game. That's a career night for him. Well, all night, they really did push the ball really well. Udon was the beneficiary on that occasion. And they ended up with Visconti making the three. Going to get a look at the group table, which sees there's only one team with a 0 in the loss column. That's Happy Casa Brindisi. This group is tight. It's very tight. And the current Basketball Champions League champions sit at the bottom, propping up the group. But with Brindisi getting their Basketball Champions League program off to a winning start, they go to 1-0 in the group and really bode well for the rest of the season. We'll see you soon for more action from the Basketball Champions League, but for now, from Brindisi, it's good night.